Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So this video we are actually going to go through how you can improve on your CWL tournament. As you can see, I'm in the clan that's called the Real. As of right now, we're in first place. We're in Champions 3, so we are up there, but we are not really up there. It's more so competitive rather than it's professional in the sense that we're good, but we're not that good. So we're just average in that sense. But one of the things that I've seen, I actually I've gotten two 1-star defenses and a 3-star and a 2-star thing. Um, I've failed two attacks actually, meaning that I did two 2-stars and I've done two 3-stars. But what I want to go through right now is actually how you can improve your bases. One of the things that I've seen from our clan perspective is that we've gone from just allowing people to generally just use bases and just do attacks to actually strategizing, figuring out who hits who, what attack they want to use to help people improve. And the base layouts for our defenses actually helps a bit. Most people think that you can only improve on offense and defense is kind of, iffy. But one of the things we've seen in where we're at right now in Champions 3 is actually that people really struggle with invis towers. There was a change in the meta, meaning that we went from actually really wanting to use the what's it called, the spell towers, the poison and the rage, to just the output damage needs to be as high as possible, whether it was through empowering your defenses or slowing down their offense. But it seems to me that where we're at right now, people really struggle with figuring out how to approach these tight cores with an invis as well, because the RC charge has really sort of broken the game. And so, yeah, I'm just yapping on. Let's actually look at the replay here and see what this guy does. One of the things that he actually does is he fails his warden walk. I believe he actually gets in range of my queen and he just gets absolutely roasted. Um, Things right now with the supercharges and everything, yeah, he gets. I think he forgot to put down an invis. He fails his fireball that were meant to go into the core, I think, and he forgot about my queen would take out his warden. So I don't know, but yeah, he then sends in his main army. He goes for the push and he overgrows the middle. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's what he did. Obviously, it did not end up working too well for him. Um, but he then proceeds to do a second overgrowth. I feel like he was trying to really force everything into the core. He activates the Invis and the Rage and he takes out a couple of things. And then his army proceeds going around the ring type style of the base. Some things go off into the middle once again, and things starts to kind of fizzle out. If I remember correctly, he actually gets like kind of far because he was able to save his king ability. But as you can see, it's now the second time everything is recharging. Everything goes in this. Rage Tower is about to pop off, and his king actually were about to go down, but he's out of time. And that was a not so super good hit from that guy. I hit the number 10, I think. I've been using some different styles of attacking. This here was a not so well upgraded base, so I was actually comfortable trying out the super witch attack. As what we went for here is just a quick fireball to get that funnel settled. We send in the super big witches from the right side of the base, and we are going to wall break in so that we get that town hall immediately. We're then sending the queen and the siege barracks, from the top to enable that top side funnel so that the main push goes directly into the core of the base. We also jump so that we are absolutely sure that that is actually what's going to happen. We pop the queen ability here because we see that she's targeting the monolith, and that's really a defense that's kind of troubling for the witch army. If it locks onto a witch, that's like 5 attack and she's out. So that's really important to take note of. It actually fizzles out, it feels like to me. I sent the RC from the left side here just to once again make sure everything goes in for these two Inferno towers. We do have, I think, is it 3 witches left and both of their skeletons. So we're still doing good. We have a healthy queen, we have a healthy RC. So it's not an overwhelming attack we did right here. It was decent compared to this being my second time using this strategy, which is, I mean, I don't recommend doing that for a CWL attack, but I did a friendly challenge before this hit. I did a normal hit I just went out, did an attack, and so this was my third, and you know, lucky third, and we actually made it for that 3-star. I wanted to showcase another example of an attack. Let's see. I think Sub did it's one of our leaders here. Let's see. I think he does the Twin Hawk strategy, and he's been really good with this attack strategy. Just before we watch this replay, actually, what I wanted to say in regards to this whole how to improve in CWL is that number 1, you need to make sure that you plan your strategy. Number 2, you need to be using strategies that are actually proven to be good. You see the RC charge into a recall with Root Riders push. The Super Witch is really good. The rocket balloons fireball attack strategy, where you kind of just send everything individually from all areas. So you do a long Warden Walk, keep him alive. You do a push with your or smash with your King and Queen. You have Siege Barrier to funnel that. Then you do an RC Walk, and you have the rocket balloons to kind of funnel everything. That's also really popular, but it's really difficult because you need to be able to multitask, and you need to be able to control everything really well. Everything is kind of on you. Then we have Apotheosis, I think his name is called. He does a really fun Dragon attack with a revive spell for the RC. And then you just have the Mass Dragon attack, and you can do Mass Dragons 2 ways, I believe. You can do it with 11 Invis RC charge to take out like 60% of the base. Or you can do Mass Freeze, a Rage spell with a Clone and a Yeti, a bomb for the Town Hall. So yeah, that's different types of strategies there. And now we're actually going to watch the, I believe, 6th strategy here that's doing really well. If you are able to navigate it, is the Twin Hawk strategy. So let's just 2 times it here. He sends in the RC for a long RC walk. He has the what's it called, the Spirit Fox. He recalls after he gets a couple of things. He lures some of the Clan Castle King and Queen down. Funnels with a Yeti and a Giant. He then drops off the log launcher with an Ice Golem, lures the rest of the Clan Castle. I believe he's trying to take out the middle type of this base before sending in his Hawks with his Warden. And he actually does with the, what's it called, the fire, not the fireball, the spiky boots, spiky ball, and the earthquake boots. There we go. Sending in the Hogs with the RC that was recalled and the Warden. Early Warden ability to ensure that everything stays healthy. He has the healing spell, which keeps them alive for quite a long time. Some of them split off, but as you can see, they kind of go down rather quick. So you want to make sure that you get a lot of value from the King, Queen, and the first RC walk part of the attack. But it does a very nice attack here. Fully healthy Queen, fully healthy Warden, and some smaller troops left, and he smashed it. There we go. Let's see if we actually have, if we have something fun. This is also Sub, it's a secondary account. Same attack strategy, we don't want to check out that one. King Professor usually does some awesome stuff too. This is an example of the popular Root Rider attack. But let's actually take a look at how he does it right here. RC from the bottom side. Make sure that you drop your invises. If you drop your RC at the very beginning, you will have to invis when it turns 6, and then you will go invis at 0, and then you have another 4 seconds of invis, and then you keep dropping it just as it turns from 7 to 6. So if it's 2 minutes 57 seconds, immediately when it turns to 2 minutes and 56 seconds, you pop down that invis, and that will make it so that once we get to 2 minutes and 50 seconds, your Spirit Fox will invis your world champion, and that way you can do a really, really long RC charge, which is kind of what's popular now with the Electro boots. Push from the middle side here, from bottom, what's that, west bottom side. Queen a little bit above that from the top left side. Trying to get into the middle, really, really well funneled in this kind of uneven type base. That's a little bit weird. Warden ability, there we go. He's actually not using, we've seen a lot of attacks, this type of attack where you use, he overthrows from the top here, or where you use the minion prince. But he's actually using the king in this example. I don't know what's best. I'd really like both. I believe there might be a say in terms of what type of base, how the core is kind of built out, but either one can be used, and honestly you don't even need to have things maxed. Obviously not everyone has the ability to max out these epic equipments. They're rather expensive, or really expensive. But if you have them at around 18 to 21, you can definitely hit max bases. It's that won't be the problem. Obviously, it's great if you have them maxed, but usually you don't need it to hit these types of bases. Most people aren't even maxed yet, so you know, yeah, really, really convincing. 3 heroes alive, a couple of root riders and some healers. So yeah, you know. Convincing attack we have right here. If anything, in terms of improving your CWL, so let's finish off with that bit. Use one of these strategies, the Mass Draken RC charge type strategies, or these Root Rider type strategies. If you're really, really good at multitasking and you're really comfortable controlling everything, then you can do the Warden, Walk, Rocket Loon type attack that will help you improve on managing everything on your screen, whereas this is more so of a spam attack. Second thing, ensure that you guys are actually planning out your attacks. As you see, most YouTubers are doing shock, hit to apotheosis. All of those guys are really, really good at playing the game. You can see the pros. Lexner's, he does a lot of commentaries on the pros doing war hits, and actually seeing them draw on the screens and everything really helps you understand how things are planned out. I'd highly recommend you do that yourself. And secondly, your own build basing. Having good defenses, even getting those 2 or 1 stars, seeing what type of attacks are popular and figuring out how you can counter it. Most people are using these baseline attack strategies, and they're using them because they're really, really good, but they aren't actually very good at figuring out how to approach a base. So if you can throw people off, even when they have the time to plan in war, having these types of bases with the weird invis cores or outer layers that are unable to get a fireball in, or RC charge that will send them all the way around and not getting key defenses, those types of bases are really, really good. I believe there are multiple Discord channels helping people out getting new bases. Itsu, he does something where he puts out, like, from Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 17 bases that he recommend. They're really, really popular, and by that definition they are easy to hit. I've actually used Itsu quite a lot. I really love those types of videos, but unfortunately most of the times when you get to a certain place in CWL, you just won't get a lot of succeed. You won't succeed using those types of bases. So yeah, that's it. Plan your strategy, use proper strategies, and actually have good defenses in terms of proper base building. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.